Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And we back again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Never slack again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Are you quick to pull the Mac again? Ba-yap, ba-yap, ba-yai. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Orale, King Von. Shit happens, right? Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper will be exposed. YouTube, social media, hey, it's undefeated, right? If there's any cream, it will rise to the top. If there's any basura, it will rise to the top. Now, I have my own qualms, man. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys because I know 100 people will make 100 different videos talking shit, right? I'm going to be real with you guys when I say everybody, you know, is not perfect, eh? You know, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And when you go on social media, your shit will be combed through with a fine-tooth comb. People, guard. Motherfuckers are on it, huh? They're on it, right? They're going to find out 38 years ago, you fucking weren't the man you believe you are. And it can be defeating to some, crushing. You know, some people will be like, damn, bro. Fuck, man, I forgot about all that shit. I said a little too much. I shouldn't have told the homeboy because I didn't know he was going to testify, right? Things ain't right. It's the world we live in, right? It's not how you fall down. It's how you pick yourself up and push, right? Hey, nobody's perfect. I'm not, and I definitely ain't. You know, there's been a lot going on in social media. I seen this King Von shit the other night or last night, and I was shocked. I bump King Von daily. I'm going to continue to bump King Von daily. I don't know, man. Maybe my eyes were deceiving me, but I'm not dumb enough to sit here and try to cover up anything or to sit here and try to procrastinate people or to sit here and try to, you know, bob and weave and duck punches. It just is what it is, man. Now, this video that's going viral, this video that's out there of King Von allegedly PCing up, man, in the Cook County Jail, allegedly, you know, saying that he had some homosexual tendencies. Orale, he was trying to get a taste of that Kit Kat bar. Whatever he was doing, it might have been his way to wiggle up out of a situation. Now, in California, the politics are a little bit different, man. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to do. You know, I have a homeboy that got whacked. A good righteous homeboy. Camarada, fucking righteous dude who never did nothing bad in his life. Didn't have no smut on his name. Was solid as they come. Pico de gallo, I used to call him, man. Pico. This vato was fuck around and scrape you, right? He just was that type of person, man. He didn't do too much, but never did too little. He ends up going to the county jail on the block. And the way our block was made up was there was active pods, man. There was pods of Norteños. There was pods of Southsiders. And you went according to your affiliation. Now, you never told the cops what you were affiliated with. They kind of just knew and put you with who they put you with. Now, if they put you in the wrong spot, you had to claw, fight, and bite your way up out that motherfucker. It's just the way it is, right? Hey, not everything in life is perfect. Sometimes they'll put you in a spot you don't want to be at. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you just got to bust one. You just never know, right? Well, they happen to put this homeboy in the general population point of the county jail, which basically had blacks, whites, and a few others mixed, man, some paisas or whatever the case may be. And he wanted to get to the block with the homies. He wanted to go over there where all the reindeer games were being played. He wanted to be with his gente, with his people. So in most cases, you know, hey, you do a movida, you go to the hoyo. It is what it is, man. There's different ways to wiggle. If you got some jugo with the cops, some juice, you know, hey, you already know what it is. What the way this works. I'm supposed to be over there, but you got me over here, right? Well, at this particular point in time, we were trying to establish on said yard, right? We were trying to be everywhere. And that's the mentality of a gangster, man, especially incarcerated. We want to be everywhere, eh? We want to have our hands in the cookie jar and everything that's going on in that county because we felt that at that particular time, we ran that county jail. You know, that was us. So the homeboy being placed there because maybe they misidentified him as a paisa, even though he had a big old XIV. They misidentified him. He was supposed to maintain, set up shop, basically, establish. You know, that's the mentality of a gang member. That's the mentality of a person that's actually doing that, is to establish wherever you're at, to plant your flag, homes, and keep it going. This vato decided that if for no other reason, he would write a note saying that he wanted to go to the other block because of his gang affiliation. Not a PC move, not a scary move, just wanted to go chill with the homeboys. He gets over there, he gets removed and whacked, right? He gets removed based on the fact that he gave up his post. He gave up the ghost, man. He decided instead of finding a different way to wiggle. He went the easy route and got at the placas and got over there. And the homeboys were not too happy about that. Didn't matter about how much work he put in. Didn't matter about how gangster he was, how real and righteous he was looking out for all the homeboys when he was out. Just how much of a soldado he was. At that one crucial time, he made the wrong move. Hey, you can't fault him for it. It happens. He was unknowing. He knows now. But in the game that you play, man, there is no get backs. There is no lifeline. There is no, hey, so it's going to throw out a raft. Watch out, there's a shark. Hurry. Right? So I could bring him in. There was none of that. It was, you're expendable. You're gone. You're done. You fucked up, homeboy. Well, what did I do? I wanted to come over and kick it because I'm solid. Not now. Now you're soft baby shit. You're done because you should have stood there and went through all the hardships and the struggle. That's part of the cause, the struggle, right? And he chose not to do that. So I've seen situations where people have said certain things or did certain things to get out of an area they don't want to be in. Now, with this King Von video, I tripped out on it, there was many things he could have done. You know, according to his music and according to what people believe, the mystique of this guy, the legend of this guy, he was harder than nails, right? He was bulletproof. Well, until he wasn't, right? And I'm not here to disrespect him because I love his music and I'll continue to love his music. But this Vato was a product of his environment. They wiggle different in Chiraq. They wiggle different out there, man, in Chicago. I can't tell you the intricacies and the details into how they wiggle. I said, but I know they wiggle differently, right? He could have easily, you know, just went in there, got off on the first person he was mad at, and hopefully they put him in the oil, and from the oil, man, he could transfer to maybe a pod that's more comfortable for him or surrounding of his homeboys. Because sometimes they do that. Black guys like to play games, man. They'll put you in a tank full of your enemy guys just because they want to have some fun. Hey, look at me. What you doing? We're going to do. You ready? You ready? Damn, goddamn, are you giving it? That is weird. Look, we're going to do this. Is Vato, King Von, eh? He thinks he's a rapper. We're going to put him with a whole bunch of his enemies and see how that works out for him. What you got? You got 10, I got 20, you got 5. Right? Everybody wants to put a little money on it and see what happens. Well, his best move would have been to get off. Everyone always says that when you're living that game lifestyle, well, get off. Well, get off. That's the solution to everything. Just get off. Just get off. Sometimes you're in a predicament or a situation where you can't get off. Sometimes, you know, Placas will place you in a certain area for so long because they know you're not supposed to be there, man. And they'll keep you in the oil and then they'll write it up. Oh, you stood there 72 hours, man. So you're stuck like Chuck, right? You know your people are not going to hear you. They're not going to give you the due process and listen to what you got to say. Fuck them. Oh, fuck them, right? That's how it is. Whack them. That's the solution to everything. Whack him. Remove him. He's no good. There's about 10 more youngsters right there in the holding tank ready to just press, right? That's the life. That's part of the life. That's one of the hardships and the struggles of the life, man, is you're totally expendable. And at some points in time, man, don't matter who you are, what's on your name, the respect that you're given on the streets, man, it's a whole lot different when you're incarcerated. Now, King Von, I don't know his credibility as far as how he was on the streets in this particular video that was posted up. We're going to get all into it, right? This Vato decided that for no other reason, he should check into protective custody by saying that he was of a homosexual nature, right? This Vato said that he was non-binary. They right then said that he identified as a cat. I don't know what he said, but what he definitely did on that video was some outlandish stuff. Now, there's been plenty of people protecting him, and I trip out on this. Again, Chicago politics are different from California and any other state politics. Everyone the wigglization is different everywhere. Sass. That's just how it is, right? This Vato decided to tell the Placa that he was gay and that he was getting fucked with. Right now, I know in California, just going into that Sally Port, just having that one-on-one conversation with the cop, you're already on the radar, eh? There's already a bullseye and a target on your back. People are already tripping. Hey, you see what they're there, King Von? You know what those other talking to the Placa man? I don't know if he was asking for an extra tray. I don't know if he was trying to get his fucking FHM magazine back. I don't know what he did, but he talked to him alone without the presence of another man to screen him, man. He is fucking suspect already. That's how it would have been in California. It's different. I'm not saying it's more gangsterish than anywhere else. I'm just saying, though, right? That's how far motherfuckers trip quick, right? When this Vato, and it was recorded with body cam footage, right? When this Vato said, yeah, man, because of my sexual orientation, now I mean, if he was just bullshitting and kidding, that's jokes, y'all. Have you ever seen soap run down the crack of a man's ass? Like Tupac said, that was just jokes, y'all, right? Them didn't sound like jokes. That sounded like King Von wasn't necessarily fearing for his life, but didn't want to be in that pot for one reason or another. Now, there's a lot of people defending him in the comments saying, oh, he was just trying to get across the hall with his homeboys. But I could have swore he walked across the hall, around the corner, to some stairs, down an elevator, through a hallway, through a metal detector. They checked his asshole. The Vato went through another fucking door, and then he ended up in cell block 4, right, or in cell room 4, which to me looked like the bottom of the barrel, looked like protective custody. That's just where he went. Now, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Look, let's state facts here. Let's stop sugarcoating and beating around the bush, man. I'm going to tell you all about me, you know, because you guys need to hear this. Vatos need to make necessary moves that they feel they have to make for their protection. You know, a lot of people in YouTube are calling me runner, not gunner. Runner. And I embrace it. I embrace it. I'm going to run the numbers up. I'm going to run to that bag. I'm going to run through some bitches and get that pussy. I'm going to run, unit, right? I'm going to do what I have to do. But I ain't never running from the truth, man. And the truth is, I ain't perfect. I ain't bulletproof. Yes, I have made mistakes in the past. Yes, I might have said too much, eh? Does that make me a snitch or a rat or a punk or a puto? Hey, I am what you call me. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie and bullshit you guys. I'm not going to sit here and act like something I'm not. Am I a gang member? No. Do I think I am? No. Am I the wannabe's wannabe? No. I'm none of that. What I am is a brown man that did some things in the past, man, that I'm not too happy about. Yes, man. Yes. Yes. Maybe when it comes to CYA, I was a young kid, and I'm not going to sit here and blame that and say I made mistakes. But yes, maybe I wiggled wrong. Maybe by me telling the homeboys what had happened to me, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking righteously, and they went straight to the counselor and reported me. Maybe I wasn't, you know, maybe I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut and not said anything. Maybe I should have just bit the bullet and respected gangster shit when gangster shit happened. You know, I could sit here and I'm going to get into a spill eventually and explain the whole CYA situation and what exactly happened. Hey, am I in the wrong? If that's what you want to take it as, hey, I apologize. I'm in the wrong, gente. Straight up, you know, I said a little damn too much. Did I testify against anyone in court? Nah, that never happened, bro. Did I go on the stand? Didn't do that. Did I request to go to protective custody? Never. King Von, I'm not a cheater. I didn't do any of that, right? What I am fucking culpable of telling the homeboys what happened to me and saying too much, and they reported me instantly, man. And hey, you gotta fucking live how you live, bro. You know, I done forgot about that shit was so long ago. And now that I'm getting reminded of it and I'm seeing it, man, you know, it's maybe something I should have put out there and been transparent to people and say, hey, yeah, this happened, man. Facts, right? But I ain't no fucking punk. I ain't no rat. I ain't going to go over there and testify and wear a wire and tell on a million people. That's not my style, man. That's not my style. As a young kid fucking that made a bad move. Didn't make my next move my best move, right? Got too fucking boisterous with the mouth, man, telling the homeboys, man, it was these fools, fuck these fools, whoop-de-whoop, the perro child, all that shit. And the homeboys, you know what I mean? And that's it. So yes, man, am I guilty of fucking saying too much? I am. I'm guilty of trusting the gente that I was around. Now, listen, let's move that over here. Take it for what you want to take it. If you want to unsubscribe, you want to subscribe some more, tell your primos, man, at least he's real. Do what you does, cuz I can't stop you. I can't fight it. I'm going to bite the bullet and run with that. Now, when it comes to this King Von shit, because see, in order for me to speak on this, I have to be real. That's why I put my shit out there, right? In order for me to speak on King Von, I'm going to say this. He didn't have to say that he had homosexual tendencies. He didn't have to say that he liked chorra in his throat, right? He didn't have to say that he wanted to get a taste of that Kit Kat bar. He didn't want to say that he wanted to taste the rainbow. He didn't have to say he wanted that Lucky Charm. He didn't have to say, you know, that he wanted that horse. He wanted to come around the mountain when he comes. He didn't have to do none of that. He just had to say, man, fuck these other ratas. It's a Chucky. Get up, right? Now, in other states, it's different. Maybe if they're moved to protective custody, then people see it as a wigglization move. They see it as a tool to get where you're necessarily want to go. Like I said, the homeboy rode a kite, didn't tell on no one, didn't do all this. None of that. What he did, straight up, gente, was let the people know, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm supposed to be over there. And he got whacked for, you know, leaving his spot. Now, when it comes to King Von, I say it's different, man. In Chicago, maybe they're allowed to do that. Now, in California, we're going to look at it some type of way. In any other state, we're going to look at it some type of way because we're going to feel like that was a protective custody move. Now, I've seen a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. I've seen people on the yard roll it up because they don't want to be there. I've seen people get caught with fucking bad paperwork or get caught with paperwork in their asshole and they just can't be there no more. I've seen people get caught with pieces. I've seen people walk right into the program office for no other reason than it was hot that day. I've seen a lot of different things, man. Have I participated in that shit? Fuck no, right? I did what I did and I've done what I've done. Have I been on yards that are not the greatest of yards? Yes. You know, yes, man. You know, maybe to you as a person, you will never understand it. But, you know, there was other vatos there. They were just regular motherfuckers there, right? Stuck to myself, did my time. My few push-ups and burpees on mine, got the fuck on. I did time. Wherever you're doing time is where you do time. Now, a lot of people are in uproar. See, I told you King Von was no good. I told you. Look it, bro. The vato is dead now. Let's let him rest in peace. Let's not fucking disrespect and speak on his name. If he did that, which, I mean, it's on camera. What? It's hard to deny, right? It is what it is. Does that mean he can't rap good? Does that mean he didn't clap as many people as they say he clapped? I don't know. All I know is I can't judge a man because I've never walked in his shoes. You can't fucking disrespect a man when you ain't never been to prison and never been through county jails and did that. If you've never been incarcerated, you don't know what it entails. You can go through a year flat, straight county jail, spreads with the homies, using the phone. Your old lady's getting boned on the other line. You can fucking go to the yarda, bust down, do your burpees. You could even be the one fucking running machina. You could have a little position, be that TS, that tier security. You could be that man. I'm just speaking on my people, what I was a part of, right? But there's a lot of different things, and there's no disrespect to the Norteños, because the Norteños move structured rigorously and righteously, right? And I don't want anyone to take it as disrespect, but if you could go through all these different things in life, but if you never got a taste of that, you never, tasted that wine, that's it. If you've never spilled that wine like the Cisco Kid, if you've never been incarcerated, then there's no room for you to speak on what that man was going through. Because like I said, you can go through a year solid and just do all that, man. And then you get out 5 days later, come back in, and everything's changed. Depending upon who's running that pod and what pod you go to. I mean, everything has changed. Maybe that vato likes your old lady from back in 5th grade, man. And he wants to bump you about the way. It happens, eh? So, you just don't know the situations he was put in. Now, this body cam footage, wow. Right? That channel's blowing up that dropped all these clips. I mean, he just went boom, back to back on all these different individuals. A lot of them I don't even know, I've never heard of. Maybe they came up in my feed going, on Tuka. I mean, a lot, I don't know, right? But when it comes to King Von, I listen to his music, so I kind of know a lot about him, right? It was very ugly. It was an ugly looking situation in the gang life. For the people that are just fans of his music and listen to his music, it doesn't mean nothing. He just got moved from one part of the prison down the fucking elevator to another part. Now, people are going to say, well, he talks hardcore. He talks about capping people and smoking people, and he's gang related and he's this. And then he's checking into protective custody for his own safety. Now, let me explain something to you. Okay, if you're walking down the street, let's just take this for instance. We're walking down the street, you go into 7-Eleven. Orale, a Slurpee and a Snickers bar. Oh my, right? Your game is a pack of frajos, a Slurpee, and a Snickers, you're in cloud 9. You're in heaven. You're in a Temptation song. It was the 3rd of September, right? You're a Rolling Stone. You're doing your thing. And you walk out, and a fucking couple cars pull up, and like 10 vatos jump out. Enemies from the other side. You know what I mean? Vatos that you know you don't get along with, that know you, you know them, you know it's bad, right? Your mind has to make a decision. You ain't got nothing on you. So that's because you just went over there quick. You left it with your old lady. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, mi vida loca. Life's a risk, carnal. Right? You went over there and did your thing just for that fucking Coca-Cola Slurpee, and you come out and you're like, damn. What goes through your mentality? I'm going to tell you what I think went through your mentality. Fuck, hey, I got to go, right? A lot of guys are going to take off running, hence runner, right? A lot of guys are going to take off running because they're going to try to wiggle, right? Does that make them a punk or scary? Nah, that means they were caught lacking. They were caught in a bad position. Now, I know a lot of you would say, now, fuck that. I'll drop my Slurpee that you just paid $2.99 for, that you walked like 5 blocks for, right? I'll just drop my Slurpee, throw down my pack of fries, everything, and get off where I'm at. Where you're going to get beat up. Probably stabbed, killed, scraped, a few teeth knocked out. I mean, if that's the way that you want to go, because you're standing your ground for what you truly believe in, that's cool. That's commendable. But I'm not going to look at you like you're any more hardcore than if you fucking got away. Hey, bro, like, fucking tell what I took off, eh? Fuck that. Let's go back, right? Well, why do you want to go back for? When you keep running here, now you want to go back slow? Like, no, I'm just saying, bro. Woo, shit. About to take his hat off, going bald. Shit, right? Look. Whatever he does, he does. That ain't going to make him not my homeboy. I'm just going to be like, God damn, I think shit. If we get into some shit, I already know you're gone. I hope nothing pops off in a Kmart parking lot, right? You guys don't even know about Kmart. Say that 3 times fast. I say, Walmart's almost extinct. What did Target, right? Who would have thunk it? Now, I'm telling you this, and these are facts. Whatever people do or they choose to do doesn't make me think different of them. It just is what it is, man. It just is weird, though. King Von, he thought he was in a safe position in a Sally Port where he could talk to the cops, and he was acting all nice, and he was even joking around and clowning a little bit and asking for his pictures. And little did he know, man, that body cam footage came out. Like I said, social media is undefeated, man. Whatever will be done in the dark shall come to the light. It's just part of the game, When I first got into this, I didn't get into it with the intentions of craziness and trolls and bullshit and people exposing and talking shit, man. I just wanted to tell a few stories. If I can get a bag in the process, change a few lives, spread some positivity, some jewels of the Nile, some knowledge you can't get in college, well then, bang, bang. That's what it was all about. And things started to accumulate. My mind started to wander to different places. And I know some people took it as disrespect. Some people felt that I was disrespecting certain people. Some people thought I was clowning a little too much. It's just my nature, man. I like to play. I like to have a good time. I mean no disrespect in real life, man. I'm just having fun with it. But if you take it as disrespect, well, then fuck it. It is what it is. I'm not going to pull it back, man. I can't apologize all the time. I said, well, fuck you then. It's just what it is. But I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be a better man because I believe in order to express change and positivity and things that I want seen done in this world, man, then I have to become a better man myself and maybe rein myself back. Am I a perfect man? I'm absolutely not perfect on YouTube. I'm not perfect in life, man. I'm not the best father. I'm not the best lover. Well, I am the best lover. I want to be your lover. Orale Prince, right? That's what she said. Am I the best of anything? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the most handsomest man on YouTube. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys, but one thing I am for sure going to say is I'm not a perfect person. For all these people that think that it's hurting my heart to expose me and do me dirty and stuff like that and talk shit, I mean, you could do that to your heart's content. I'm not tripping, man. It starts to become weird when all you do is talk about another man over and over constantly. Do something else, eh? Get your views another way because it's becoming old now. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I'm not fucking... Well, then you shouldn't be on YouTube. You can't stop me. So it is what it is, man. Take your fucking mask down and be a man. Stop it. Just period. I'm here, eh? My mascara is here. My name is here. I'm here. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, when it comes to King Von, let's be true, man. Are people going to fucking fall off? Yeah, there's going to be some people that are shocked. I was shocked, right? Am I going to still listen to his music? Yeah, I don't care what part of the jail he went to, man. I don't care what his decision-making was, and I don't care why. Well, I didn't know King Von like Chorra. Well, if he did, he did. That's his prerogative. He could do what he wants to do, like a Bobby Brown song. It's not going to change how good he was of a rapper. It's not going to change. It might change a little bit of his credibility on the streets, but nothing counts anymore. He's gone anyways. There's not one real motherfucker probably walking this earth, man, that hadn't made one mistake, man, in your life, And for people to sit there and shit on the next man and talk shit, you have to look at the man in the mirror. You have to look at your Michael Jackson self and say to yourself, damn, bro, I remember when me and my primo went into Lucky's and stole candy bars and I told my tia on him. Well, you're just as guilty as if you told the placas. You told, right? That it just is what it is, man. Let's not sugarcoat it and make up excuses for it. Let's just move on, man. It's centuries later, decades later, man. It's time to move on. Now, as far as this body cam footage of King Von and all that, man, that was crazy. And then I seen some other guys. I mean, I guess Chirac's on fire right now. And we'll just have to see how that plays out. But how I feel about the situation, and my take, because this is my own personal take. Everyone thinks differently. I believe he really was checking into protective custody for whatever reason it be. But I also believe in different states, it's different. Like I said, in California, he will be held accountable in a harsh fashion for anything. Man, you get fucking whacked for fucking telling a cop that you need toilet paper, if the homeboys fucking don't forbid it. So there's just certain things you can't do and you cannot do. Now, in Chicago, maybe that is a move they make. And maybe they go from PC to the next fucking pod, and it's all good. Where'd you come from? Oh, fool, I wiggled on him. Fool, I told him I had to come to protective custody, so I come chill with y'all. Bam, orale. You got a summer sausage? Spread time, right? Well, what'd you tell him to get over? I told him I suck summer sausage. Well, good. Then hold that one. And that's just what it is. Anyways, with that being said, gente, I hope this enlightened you a little bit. I told you a little bit about me and kept it real, man. If that's what you want to hear, that's what you're going to hear. I got to keep it real, right? And as far as King Von goes, well, that's for each person's interpretation. Whatever you interpret it as is what it is. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of the day, man, when you're living that lifestyle, you're expected to conduct yourself a certain way. You're expected to be flawless. You're expected to not have no blemishes on your record and make no mistakes, because one mistake could end your life, right? But nobody's perfect, bro. That's part of the shit, and And we just got to move on as men and understand that there's a lot more out there than fucking just prison, jail, and gangs, man. You know, think about your family, your kids, and what you got going on. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you get it, man. Get it like you want to get it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's bringing all people together, giving you some of the realest spills, the most entertainment I possibly can on YouTube, and saying to all the haters, all the people that are talking shit, Toma, is that what you wanted? Did you want me to admit some shit? You know, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some punk or some sucker and I'm scared and all that, man. There's situations when you bid your time, and there's situations where you do that rhyme. And it just is what it is. The gun. Bang, bang.